everybody. I'm the hair. This is not the beard. This is actually the cuz. This is
the hair and the cuz.
Hair and the cuz. What's going on, man? How you doing? Another day, man, right? So Beard's not here today. Conflicting schedules. Shit happens. We got a lot of shit to do. Got a lot of shit to cover, though. It's a big special guest today. Cousin, I love him, from all the way from Texas. He's actually a fighter, so great to have him on here. We know we love fighters. We love talking about fights. We love all that good stuff. He's actually a boxing prospect in the 125 to 131 pound weight class. He's a motherfucker, man. I've seen a few of your fights. You get at it. Obviously, we cover a lot of MMA. We cover boxing too a little bit, and yeah, you're a beast, man. I seen you. You get after it. You get scary because you're a cousin. I'm like, son of a bitch. I get scared for you, but it's nuts, man. So go ahead and talk a little bit about why you got into the sport of boxing.
All right. So when I was 9 years old, my dad was me and my dad were watching a boxing fight at my tio's house, and we were like, all of a sudden I'm walking. I'm like, Dad, I want to be in boxing. And he's like, what the hell, like all random, because I never did any sports. I never played anything. All I would do is sit down on the computer all day. Yeah, that's all I would do, and I was gaining some hella weight.
I can see that it'll happen to you. Those video games will fuck you. Yeah, it'll happen. But hey, you know what? You got into it, and I forgot to even say his introduction. This is Isaac CASAREZ, Mr. 125, 131. Watch out for that. Watch out for that division, man. He's coming. Also, too, so you explained to it. You weren't doing shit before. You said I want to get into boxing. A lot of fighters been fighting since they're like 2 years old. Yeah. Your case was different. Yeah. You just got into it, and you got real good at it real quick too. So
very quick.
Explain to me your first fight. How did that happen? Were you nervous? What was going on?
My first fight, I actually felt very confident in myself. I mean, I didn't win, but the first guy I fought, he had 16 fights. Okay. And he was already an open fighter. Wow. So it was pretty intense, and he beat me 2 rounds to 1 because it was three rounds 1 minute. Okay, and that's on the amateur circuit. So those you don't know, the amateur circuits, they do 1 minute rounds for the most part. Just the beginners, people starting up. Now I'm doing 2 minutes.
Yeah, now we're doing 2 minutes. We're moving on up. Yeah. We're moving on the ladder. What I've been told too is it's been a while since you fought. It's been almost a year, correct? Yeah. Reasoning is, and don't want to pat him too much on the back, but no one wants to fight this guy. Yeah. He's been trying to set up fights. I think you said Ohio was a recent one.
Arkansas.
Excuse me, Arkansas, and it didn't fall through. The guy didn't want to fight him, so my man is here just looking for a fight, getting older, getting stronger, getting bigger. Camera might not show, but this guy's a couple inches taller than me, so I may weigh more than him. This guy's a lot taller than me, so hey. Gotta get it somehow, right? But that's awesome, man. So who do you model your fight tactics with? Who's one of your favorite fighters? Who's your favorite? Who do you like to see currently right now?
Right now, well, obviously the legend Pacquiao. Yeah,
Pacquiao's a motherfucker. Okay, and the crazy part about this, my man right here, just like me, we're Mexican American. Usually you'd say, oh, you guys must love Canelo, right? You must love Canelo. Not this guy right here, not the fighter himself. He loves Triple G. So, shout out to the beard because he loves Canelo, but this guy loves Triple G. Fights like him. What do you like so much about him?
His movement, he stays so like complex. It's hard to fight him, especially with the way he moves. Yeah. And his power too, and the power he throws into his jabs and stuff like that. It's very hard to get into a fighter, especially whenever they have such a good jab and such a good straight punches and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you like his aggression. You like that he's straight to the point. You like that he doesn't. He's not a boring fighter. He's come straight to you. He's a motherfucker. That's what he is. And that's the reasoning. So no racialness there, racism, anything like at all. He just loves Triple G. Canelo's cool too, but we're Triple G. He likes Triple G. Yep. Who else do you like to see besides him? Who's another one of your favorite fighters? So you like Pacquiao too,
Pacquiao too, and my all-time favorite, Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr., man, there you go. So to get anybody, get your boxing pens out. My man right here, big Roy Jones Jr. fan, who was also, he was a beast in his prime, obviously. I'm sure you've seen a lot of his fights growing up, and I've seen him too, again. Boxing not being a main aspect of it. If you're a fan of fighting, Roy Jones Jr. is just a bad motherfucker. Yeah. That's just basically what he is. But speaking of Pacquiao, he did have a fight this past weekend. Yep. He fought against, what's that guy's name? See, this is how you know that it wasn't a big marquee fight, because we don't even know his name. But it was Lucas Mathis. Beat him in the 7th round via TKO. Pacquiao doing Pacquiao things.
Yep.
Being a congressman, always, right? He got back in the W column. Who knows if he's going to continue fighting? I know he's older, right? I mean, do you want to keep seeing him fight, or do you think you should just throw it in?
Well, I'd love to keep on seeing him fight, but
as a fan in you, right? The fan in you wants to see him keep fighting.
But like in reality, I think like he finished on a positive. I think he should just stay at that.
Well, and you bring up a good point. You finish on a positive note, and of course he's a congressman currently. Mm-hmm. So I mean, don't you want to? Why would you risk it, right?
Yeah.
You just won. You can put that on all your speeches. Hey, this guy just beat a professional boxer, and he's our guy representing us. We need to not mess with this motherfucker right here. So hey, that's fucking great. When do you presume your next fight to be? When it does happen. But I know you train all the time. I trained with him earlier. We did a good little shoulder blast. Gotta get our shoulders pumped up. But I know you're always staying in shape. You look phenomenal right now. When do you think you would fight again next one?
Honestly, I really don't know about that one. It's up to the other people, because my coach is a very good coach, Robert Campos.
Shout out to Robert Campos out of Texas.
He's a very good coach. He taught me since I was a little kid, since I was 10 years old. That was my 10th birthday going to boxing.
Yeah.
That was my dream, and I still love it to this day. It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm 17 now, just because y'all didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's still illegal, right? Still illegal. But so as far as that, we're not sure when the next fight will be. Hopefully it'll be soon. Also, you're big into basketball. Mm-hmm. Couldn't see you play last time when I was over there in Texas just because of the damn weather. What? Can you believe that shit's fucking crazy, man? But also a motherfucker in basketball too. So fighter, baller, striving for your dreams. I love it. This will not be the last interview we'll do. We'll do more as you grow, as shit happens. So fucking appreciate you doing it. We'll go ahead and get on to the other aspects of it. I know you're down for that. So yeah, we talked about Pacquiao. There was also a UFC fight that happened this past weekend. UFC Boise. The main event was Junior Dos Santos was against a heavyweight that I had no idea who he was. His name was Ivanov. It was kind of a snooze fest, the main event. The other fights were good. That one was kind of a snooze fest. It was 5 rounds. Usually when you see heavyweights, you think they're going to knock each other out right away.
Yeah. And
it didn't happen. It was 5 rounds. Some of them were okay, but it was just long. It was very long. There were 5-minute rounds. It lasted the whole entire duration of it. Dos Santos pulled it out at the end. And it's good to see him win, because he's been knocked out a few times. He hasn't looked like himself. So it's good to see him get back in the win column. As far as future fights, I don't know, man. He's like, I wouldn't say like Pacquiao, where you just want to go and have him end on a high note, but I want to say it is kind of like that, because the thing is, he's not in his prime anymore. He's still a powerful motherfucker, but there's just too many young guys that are out there, and they could possibly fuck him up. And once you get knocked out once, it sucks, right? Yeah. It'll keep happening, more frequently, and your chin gets weaker, and that shit just continues to happen. But as far as this weekend, we got a couple of fights coming up. We have a boxing event happening. Jaime Munguia, we've talked about him before. He's an up-and-coming boxer. Looked phenomenal his last fight. He was actually supposed to fight Triple G, and it didn't happen last time. Yeah. He's going to fight this week, and I don't even know who the guy is going to fight. Looks like he's going to win. He called out anybody last time, so I'm assuming he wins this week, he's probably going to call out winner of Triple G, Canelo. Yeah. We'll see what he does. An up-and-coming Mexican fighter. Keep an eye out for him. His name's Jaime Munguia. Look out for him this week. We also have another UFC event. It's going to take place at... I'm not sure where the fuck's going to take place, but it's Fight Night 134. Might have been actually Boise. I might have got that part wrong. But the main event's going to be Shogun Rua versus Anthony Smith. Again, Shogun Rua, he's a guy from back in the day. I'm sure you remember him. He was real good. He had the belt for a little while, but he's been knocked out a few times too. Yeah. And it just happens when you're a professional fighter and you just keep fighting the best. It's gonna take a toll on you. The punches you get. I mean, you can speak from experience.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you get hit in the head, it doesn't feel great, right? So
after the fight, headache.
Yeah. After what do you feel after a fight? After a grueling fight? I know you've never been knocked out.
I've never gotten knocked out. Never been dropped before.
Never been dropped, but punches are punches, right? So how do you feel after a fight? What's your protocol after you have a set of you just go ahead and walk us through that.
Like after a fight, well, obviously you have to get checked by a doctor, so you just in case if anything, like if you get injured, so any further injury doesn't occur, so you can be safe or as safe as possible.
Yep.
And shout out to USA Boxing for that they're doing really good at that.
Hey, and you know, we're protecting people, right?
Yeah.
You gotta protect people. So at the end of the day, of course, I want to see you knock motherfuckers' heads off.
Yeah.
But, you know, I care about you. I want to see you okay. I want to see you fucking taken care of. So, good. Yeah, shout out to USA Boxing. Go ahead and continue with it.
What I like to do is I'll probably, more than likely, depends on how bad, like, I get hurt or how, like, tiring the fight was, I'll more than likely go into an ice bath.
Okay.
To relax my muscles for 10, 15, 20 minutes, depends on how bad. Like, if it wasn't that bad, I probably won't even go into one. But if it was like a good one, like a good fight, then I'll go in for 10, 15 minutes. But if it was like kick my ass, like it was a good fight, like not the person that's kicked my ass, because they rarely hit me, but but like it's just like with all the adrenaline and all your movement and everything, your body gets tight. So you get in the ice bath, cool yourself down, relax.
Hey, whatever works, man. You know, that's good. It's good that you have a set schedule how to do things. You gotta take care of your body. You're a young guy. You don't want to end up in a wheelchair like a lot of fighters. You know, I'm sure you've seen it. A lot of your favorites, a lot of our favorites, it happens to. So good stuff. I'm also on that UFC card this weekend. We have Glover Teixeira and Corey Anderson. Glover Teixeira's a motherfucker. I expect him to win. We'll see. And then we have Marcin Tybura, he's such a beast in the heavyweight division. He's a fucking beast. Fighting against Stefan Struve, motherfucker's like 6'11", huge motherfucker, 6'7", I'm not sure. They call him the skyscraper. Been knocked out a few times though, but it's always fun seeing these big fucks just fucking fight and duke it out. So hopefully it's a good card. We'll be watching it. We'll check it out. We'll dissect it. We'll see how it goes. We'll check out the boxing, the UFC. Just want to see some good fun fights, right? That's more than anything. Talked about your buddy Pacquiao. We can look on to Anderson Silva. I'm sure you know who that is. One of the GOATs in the UFC. He was suspended a year or two ago for PEDs, for steroids. It got reduced, so he's actually eligible to fight this year in October. So, I mean, I loved seeing him growing up. He was fucking awesome. Amazing, right? That's like the word you could use for him. He would have his hands down and act like Muhammad Ali. And he was fucking awesome. Yeah,
he was the Muhammad Ali of MMA.
That's really UFC, what he was. You're 100% right. He really was. So he's gonna look to fight again. I just don't want to see him get hurt. I don't want to see him, you know, be this guy that's been fighting too long and fighting too much, and he ends up being a distant memory of what. Of course, Anderson Silva. You know, we just want to see him fight a good fight, right? PED's out of the way. Hopefully, he's fucking fixed. Hopefully, he puts on a good show. Whoever he fights, I don't want to see him fight a young up and comer, because I don't want to see him get knocked out again, bro. That shit fucking hurts my soul. He's a bad motherfucker. So we'll see what happens with him. Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight champion in boxing, is going to fight Alexander Povetkin September 22nd. So we'll see. That should be a tough fight for him. I want to see him fight Deontay Wilder, obviously. I'm sure you do too. That's not going to happen until 2019, though. Hopefully he wins this fight to set up for the super fight. So we talked about it a lot. Hopefully, you know, continues with it. WWE Extreme Rules just happened. Not sure if you watch WWE still. We obviously do. So it happened. They had a couple of fun spots. There was a spot where Braun Strowman, this big ass dude, he chucked Kevin Owens off the 16, 18 foot cage and landed on the table. It was fucking crazy. I marked out for it. It was fun. It was a good moment for WWE because they need it. They're dying. Their ratings aren't as great as they used to be, and obviously, you know, there's a lot of other shit to see. Free content. People don't want to really stream. They want to. Well, people do want to stream, but they don't want to pay to stream. They'll just find it illegally. Not us, of course, though. We would never do that illegal shit. But anyways, it was a good fight, a good card. Roman Reigns lost to Bobby Lashley. They're gonna set up Bobby Lashley against Brock Lesnar, which happened at SummerSlam. It's just been setting it up for a while. I've been wanting that to happen. This Monday Night Raw, they set up a tournament. It was, let me see if I can remember, but Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, it was Elias, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. They had 2 triple threat matches. It's then going to end up being Bobby Lashley and Roman again to face each other. Next week, winner fights Brock. Hopefully, it's going to be Bobby Lashley because that'll be the one to fucking do. Another news that happened: Daniel Bryan agreed to a new contract. Pretty sure we talked about it before, but just in case we didn't. And Hulk Hogan, I'm sure you know who Hulk Hogan got reinstated WWE. Little backlash on that, or back history on that. He did racist remarks, said the N-word a few times. And they took him out of WWE because of it. Because you don't want to protect, everything on it.
Yeah.
He got reinstated this week. They're talking about possibly having him do, maybe not matches, but just do appearances. He's old as fuck, but he's still Hall of Buff. Yeah. So we'll see, man. I mean, that should be fun. Hopefully in the near future. But yeah, great fight sesh. Appreciate you coming on. We're going to move on to the NFL. Darrelle Revis Island retires after 11 seasons. So, hey, that's pretty crazy. He had a good career, man. He won a Super Bowl with the Pats. So, good for him. And, hey, 11 seasons is a long time.
Especially because NFL stands for not for long.
It really does, man. And, it is funny, but it's true. People get hurt. People spend all their money to become broke. And it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's insane.
You're such a good athlete in high school, but then in college, you might not be the best. NFL, you're definitely not the best.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, 0.001% of them end up being really, really good. So, exactly, not for long. Raiders are getting a new announcer, Brent Musburger, for when they move to Las Vegas. So, no more Greg Popovich. It's going to be Brent Musburger, who's a college football radio analyst. So, we'll see what happens with him. As a Raider fan, gonna be weird to not hear Greg Papa talk about it, but hey, fuck it. We'll see what happens. Las Vegas Raiders now, so can't complain. Brandon Cooks agrees to a 5-year deal with the Rams. He's a beast, dude. He was the Patriots, now he's with the Rams. 5-year deal, they locked him up. Rams have one of the most solid squads right now in the NFL. They could compete for a title, I hope. Obviously I want the Raiders to fucking do shit. You're a Dallas fan, right?
Yep.
Of course in Texas, so. But we, can't be real biased about the Rams have a great team. So we'll see what happens with them. Randy Gregory, speaking of Dallas Cowboys, got reinstated by the NFL. Had performance enhancing issues, had a little, a little criminal history too. Got reinstated finally. So we'll see how he does. See if he goes back to Dallas, see if he's a free agent. Not sure what they're going to do with that. It's hard when you get suspended indefinitely. And just to see him back is good for him. Yeah. Hopefully he can stay in the league, right? Because again, what does it stand for?
Not for long.
Not for long, my friend. Yeah, that's just what it is. Earl Thomas, part of the Seahawks Legion of Boom, who's no longer even in coalition anymore, says if you don't want me, trade me, in an Instagram post that he did. He's calling out the Seahawks, possibly wants to get traded. Can't blame him too much. Honestly, the Seahawks have been disassembling a little bit. They're not the beast they used to be. It's mainly more, just Russell Wilson, the quarterback, not the defense anymore. So I see rumors of him going to Dallas, which would be great for you, right? Great for the Dallas fans out there.
Very.
But we'll see what happens if he stays there, if he goes somewhere else, Dallas, anywhere else. We'll see. Le'Veon Bell's agent, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the best in the league. He says this is most likely his last season in Pittsburgh because they couldn't agree on a long extension. So, I mean, it sucks, man. I mean, he wanted north of $15 million. Steelers didn't want to give him that much. And at the end of the day, it's a business, right? You want to get paid while you're in the league, right? Because you're not in there for long. So this might be his last season. He said on Instagram he's going to ball out this year for the fans. But I expect him to get picked up by a team next year and get paid. He's a bad motherfucker, so we'll see what happens with fucking my Le'Veon Bell. So Aaron Rodgers, also quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, says he wants to play about 6 more years until he's age 40. Wants to bust a Tom Brady. That's kind of crazy, man. In this league, especially, people are getting younger, faster, and stronger, getting hit real crazy. I mean, he's had a little bit of injury history before. Aaron Rodgers is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
What do you think about him wanting to stay till he's 40, though? 6 more years?
I don't think so.
Not a good idea, right?
Probably tops 3-4 years.
I'm thinking 4 too. I think 6 is a stretch.
Yeah. Pushing it.
Why would he even risk that? You know what I mean? That's fucking crazy. But he's a beast. Maybe he wants to do what Brady's doing. Who knows? Also, but with the Le'Veon Bell situation, he said he can actually sit out half the season. That's what the rumors are. That's fucking nuts, dude. If you're a Steelers fan, you don't want to hear that sitting out half the season. That'd be like if they said Ezekiel Elliott's gonna sit out half the season.
Yeah.
You fucking.
Basically, what happened last year, though.
Yeah, no, you're right, and you did have. So speaking of that, what do you think of Dak Prescott? Do you think he's your guy, or do you think you're still a little suspect on him?
Honestly, I really like him as a quarterback, but sometimes like the rookie inside of him gets to him. Like even though he's going on to his 3rd year, sometimes he's still like a little like held back. Sometimes he still kind of panics a little bit.
And it shows when Zeke's not there, right?
Yeah.
And again, this is from a Dallas Cowboy fan himself, so he's just speaking the truth. You love Dallas, obviously. Yeah. But you're just speaking. You're a true critic. You're a true fan. Mm-hmm. Speaking what's on your mind. I agree with you on that. I think there's times when he shows flashes of greatness. Mm-hmm. There's times when you think, shit, that's some rookie mentality right there. So we'll see how Dallas does this season. Darren Sproles is going to retire after this season with the Eagles. Darren Sproles is a little guy, 5'5", 5'6", at the most. Been in the league for a long time. Little guy, is fast. So we'll see how he does this season. Might want to collect another ring with the Eagles if they win it again. Obviously, you have other thoughts, right? Eagles aren't going to win this year, right? You want Dallas to win it. But we'll see. They have a tough fucking team. Speaking of a former Dallas Cowboy, DeMarco Murray, bringing back before Zeke, he's retiring at age 30. So he announced it this week, actually. So it's crazy, man. I remember him being the MVP, the cover of Madden not even too long ago. Yeah. And now he's retiring. So it's fucking hard to believe almost. But hey, 30 is that magic number we always talk about. Once you turn 30, the league doesn't want to look at you anymore. Yeah. They just want young studs, 22 years old, and just beasting it at that. But hey, you know what? Great NFL session. We can go ahead and get to the NBA a little bit. The NBA was a big news today. We found out about Kawhi.
Kawhi getting traded to the Raptors.
Got traded to the Raptors, man. It's been rumored for a little while. We've been talking about it a little bit. And he got traded to the Raptors for DeMar DeRozan, Jacoby. I don't know how to spell that last name or how to say his last name. Piolatel. I'm butchering that for sure, but got traded for him. He up and coming big man. Didn't have a great season last year, but still unprotected 2019 first round pick. So if you're the Spurs, you obviously wanted a little bit more. Barber that cut you up today, big San Antonio fan, he wanted more than that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Kawhi was going to want to go to LA next year anyways, and we're going to get shit for him if you're the Spurs. So to get their best player in DeMar DeRozan, you got to be somewhat happy. Yeah. He's a beast. He had a first round pick also in it. So, hey, Kawhi finally lands somewhere. We saw reports earlier also that he might want to sit out the whole season and not play for Toronto. So that would fucking suck, obviously. You give up your assets and you don't get shit. Yeah. But then we saw reports after, not even an hour ago, that he's warming up to the idea of playing. So we'll see, man. It's either, what do you think about him possibly sitting out the year? You think it's going to hurt his character? Or what do you think about that?
Honestly, it's basically up to him. Like I don't think it'll probably affect the fans of the Raptors.
It'll get him triggered, right?
Yeah, especially the coach too, because he lost a lot.
Yeah, he did.
He lost a good player, very good player, and it just sucks for them.
If he sits out, so we'll see what he does. I'm sure a lot of more news will come out of it. I hope he doesn't sit out because I want to see him play. Yeah. And for the fans especially. I'm not a Toronto fan, obviously you see a King sign right there. He's a Warrior fan. But I don't want to see him sit out a whole year. I want to see him play. So we'll see what happens. Keep your head up, Toronto. The Kings are out in the news a little bit too. Kings traded for Ben McLemore, a former guard of theirs. They traded Garrett Temple, who's north of 30. They want to stay young. Kings are gonna probably trade a lot of their older assets. They have a very young team right now, so want to let the little kids play. Yeah. I always say let the baby Kings play. Let them play. Let them. The only way they're gonna learn is by playing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just throw them out there. If we lose, we lose. It's all right. They need to grow and play together, get in their prime together. The trade for Ben McLemore, they get Deonta Davis on a second-round pick. I think it's more for the second-round pick. They might buy out Deonta Davis. They might even buy out Ben McLemore. They just wanted to shed the cap on Garrett Temple. Kings are now the NBA team with the most cap space in the league. They had about north of $21 million. Mm-hmm. So, not sure who you get for it. I'm sure more trades are coming. We'll see what happens with it. We have Shabazz Napier signed a 2-year deal with the Nets. Former pick of the Heat. Just fell off the grid a little bit. We'll see how he does. Kenneth Faried got traded. It was more of a salary dump for the Nuggets. They get Isaiah Whitehead in a second-round pick. They basically gave away Faried in a first-round pick. Got rid of that big chunk of the salary. Mm-hmm. And now they're okay as far as the salary cap goes. As far as luxury tax if the situation goes too. So Kenneth Faried was a bad motherfucker back in the day. He's still good for rebounding, but a lot of the NBA now is it's a shoot first league. Yeah. If you can't shoot, they don't really want you anymore. You know, that's just the way it goes now. The bigs of back then, where you could just post up and dunk it, not even there anymore. It's more just shooting. All these big. Look at DeMarcus Cousins, right? Yeah. He's a shooter now. He shoots threes. So we'll see how Faried turns out. We have Jimmy Butler, who declined an extension with the Timberwolves. He declined a 4-year, $110 million contract. I mean, shit, we talked about it last week. He was tired of the Timberwolves shenanigans. Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, the young guys, they play Fortnite together. They fuck around a lot. They just want to have fun. Jimmy Butler is just like, fuck that. I want to fucking win. I want to do all this shit. Not seeing eye to eye with those young kids. So, in your opinion, how do you feel about Butler? Do you think it was good that he declined it? Or do you think he should have just kept on and joined that group?
Well, in sakes for him, like thinking about, I like his mentality about it. I like his mentality about winning. I'd rather be on a winning team because, I mean, as a basketball player myself, like I hate playing with people that don't take the game serious. It makes me have a bad game. It makes me feel awkward about the game, especially because you have no help and you have to do everything yourself. Yeah,
you're right, man. I mean, and that's a very mature approach, a mature answer for a very young guy. So I like to see that kind of stuff. If he's lying, I would never know because he's doing a good job at it. Jeremy Lin got traded to the Hawks for a second-round pick. Good for the Asian community and Jeremy Lin. Good job, Gene. Shout out to Mr. Gene, one of our good family member, Asian family member. Nothing against the Asians, right? So Isaiah Thomas gets a 1-year deal with the Nuggets. It's a veteran minimum. Little guy, man. Isaiah Thomas is small. Loved him on the Kings, but you know he had to sign a veteran deal because nobody wanted to pick him up. Liability on defense. See how he does with the Nuggets. But hey, you know there's a lot of shit going on in the NBA. Always getting crazy. Obviously Laker LeBron stuff never ends. He showed up at the Summer League with Laker shorts. And yeah. He's hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio, all the other LA stars. He's embracing the LA mentality. So, like I said, NBA stuff it's not gonna end anytime soon. It's gonna keep happening, man.
Since I'm over there, because I've been over there for like a week already, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you just came from LA, right?
Yeah. Freaking insane. That's all you see.
LeBron LA, right?
Yep.
That's what he's doing, man. He's becoming the face over there. He wants to own an NBA team and an NFL team, maybe even both. Is what I read earlier.
Yeah, like all the signs you see is LA Bron.
Yeah, LA Bron. That's it. That's what he is, man. We'll move a little bit to current events. We saw Belgium take 3rd place, England claim 4th. Good little game they had, and of course, France won the World Cup. I owe the beard $20 when he gets back on. I'll pay it to him on camera because fuck it, he won it. Good for you. I still hate your guts, you piece of shit. Just kidding. But so he'll be back next week. We'll get him on. France wins. Congrats to France. 2nd place, Croatia gets it. At the end of the day, Croatia was the Cinderella story. They kept coming back on extra time. They kept, back and forth. It was good. But at the end of the day, man, they were down 4-1 at a time to France, who's a legit beast of a team. They're a motherfucker. They're good. They showed why they deserve the World Cup.
Yep.
Croatia made a late surge, but they still lost 4-2. So good job, France. Next World Cup should be in Qatar, I think it's called. It's going to be in obviously 4 more years. But great session, man. Have any last words for the viewers that I've seen, or any last words for people watching for you, any future fans?
Thank you all for watching. Subscribe for sure.
Subscribe for sure, right? We have an Instagram page, the hair and the beard _ underneath. Before every word, like, subscribe, fucking comment. We've seen a lot more comments lately talking shit about us, saying we're doing bad or we're doing good. We love it. Either way, we'll like it, we'll embrace, we'll talk about it. Again, great having you on. I appreciate it. Glad to have you here. We're gonna have fun. Good fight talk, good NBA talk, obviously, good everything. Hope to see you fight soon. Hope to hear good things about it. Hope to see you ball soon. More than anything, I love you, man. Great having you on. Fucking, again, this is the Cuz. This is the hair. We're out.